Hello everybody, this is Phil. Welcome to episode 9 I believe we are on. We've got some exciting machinery based things to do today. I have been doing a few things around my base which you can probably tell just by looking, but I will get explaining properly. Although first thing you might notice is in the top right corner, my minimap is now back. Apparently Ray's minimap got replaced with this new one which is called Voxel Map. I think Ray's minimap was getting kind of outdated, but it does still have all of my waypoints, and you can actually teleport to them, but that's cheating. And you notice a few new waypoints, but I'll talk about those later. So, this is my not advanced, but upgraded lava production plant things. We've now got 2 magma crucibles, which you can't actually right-click on because they are all surrounded by 4 magmatic engines. And they have hoppers full of netherrack. I am entirely netherrack based, unfortunately. I suppose it gives it a use. So, yeah, now we have, well, before I had 3, now I have 8 engines powering, so lava is being produced a lot faster. And obviously I have glass here, so I can see how much lava I've got, and I can see what's going on up here from down on that floor. So, now, this lever here, this is connected to a redstone engine, which I don't think has actually shown up in any of my videos before, but it's like one of the most basic engines. It only requires a redstone signal to power, but it's not powerful enough to do a lot of things, but it is powerful enough to just pump lava out of that tank there, and into these 6 geothermal generators. Although, I don't know if it does an excellent job of distributing the lava into all of them evenly. It seems to favour the one closest, so this one at the front here. But it does go into other things, and overall this will give me 120 EU per tick going into my MFE, and the MFE output's 128. So basically when this lever is on, I am getting power, and almost enough power to produce power as fast as the machines are using them. But not quite, for now. But obviously, if I want power, I need to have lava in this tank here. Or, I can't really do anything. But if we go and have a quick look at the MFE, it should be going up nicely. Check it out. That is quite fast. It's very good. Also, this corner is kind of cursed. It seems whenever I just float down here, I take damage. For no reason whatsoever. I really don't understand. Anyway, that's one thing. Yes, these chests here, obviously, most of this lava is so I can produce EU more quickly to grind things in my industrial grinder, which is what I've been doing. And this chest is just kind of a reference of some of the things that you get out of ores. It's useful for me, and maybe for you. Although, bear in mind, some of them actually require silk touch to get the ores, but it shows it is better to silk touch and then grind things because you get a lot more resources. There's a few more things, blah blah blah. Lots of tiny useful byproducts, including platinum and the tiny piles of diamond dust. Those are really good ones. Platinum is quite rare, so I'm handy to have a source of it already, although ferrous ore is not really that common, but it's better than nothing. And iron gives you some nickel as well, so it produces iron and nickel, which is really great for making the new Invar ingots, which I am going to need a few of later. We've also got this. This is an aqueous accumulator, and I've just turned on the little information things in the thermal expansion machines, but basically if there's water surrounding it, and it doesn't have to be an infinite water source, it will kind of suck it up and fill itself up. It doesn't actually need a redstone signal, so it just does this completely by itself, and then it can output it into a tank. This is so useful because before with the little water pool I was there going right click, right click, right click, but now I can just hold down right click and fill up things a lot faster, and you should be able to see how quickly this fills up. So there's plenty of water to fill however many cells I need. The really stupid thing is, when you get down to your last cell, you have to right click and make sure you don't over right click, because if you right click on the accumulator with a water cell, it will put the water back into the tank. In the tank. You will lose the cell. which is just a really stupid design, but that's just so I can keep my industrial grinder stocked up there, like that. I also made myself my own little electrolyzer, so I can make a quarry. I now have the titanium from electrolyzing bauxite. This MFE, 128 EU is nice and all, but because these machines require 128, like when I'm using them, I pretty much can't use all the other machines because not enough energy ends up going to these ones, and so they just kind of get bleh and stop what they're doing. And that's really not what I want, because it's just a big waste of energy, so I might upgrade this to an MFSU at some point, but it's not really urgent, it's just a thing I would like to do. So, now, you can see I made a bunch more casing, because after all that grinding I have an absolute ton of iron. I had to upgrade these iron chest gold ones, because I've just got so many little random byproducts. All these huge piles of dusts, and lots and lots and lots and lots of ingots. Whoa-hey! And a few shiny things in here. Where are my diamonds? I've really been burning through those to make some gears, but we'll get onto those. This is all that I have left. So now we're going to finish the industrial blast furnace that I have started, because this will be the step to finally being able to actually turn some of these dusts into ingots, because you need blast furnaces of certain strengths. So I require 2 lava buckets for the centre, and I believe I have a little bit of leftover casing. I made a little bit too much, but whatever. So this is going to go well without lag. I think it does actually need to be 2 separate source blocks, I don't really know. So that's all the casing and lava sorted out. But now I need the actual industrial grinder block. No I don't. Blast furnace. I keep doing that. Do apologise. So, I haven't really thought about this. I need induction furnaces, which require electric furnaces, advanced machine blocks, and copper, and a few other things like these in a rolling machine. So I'll probably do that off camera because I didn't realise it needed quite this much stuff, but I will see you in a second at my crafting table. There's been a slight setback in the industrial blast furnace production because I run out of copper. So if we go down here you can see my little tunnels where my turtle is hopefully dwelling at the moment. Ooh, iron. And pretty cool thing about the voxel map is it shows mobs first of all, but it also has cave mode, so you can actually see underground as opposed to just the surface. So that is rather cool. I'm hoping it's down here somewhere. I don't know if this is a good place for copper, but I kind of guessed. I definitely do get some, just not really that much. Iron, don't need that. So I'm going to have to keep this guy digging for a little bit. Oh no, stupid cobblestone. Okay, I think I'm now done. I've got my little heating coils from the rolling machine. I need to turn these into induction furnaces, which I think are just slightly more powerful electric furnaces, and they can, I think they have 2 input slots, so you can do more than one item at once, or something, but whatever, I'm not going to use those, because I want to make my industrial grinder. Blast furnace. Damn it. Let's do things, electronic circuits, which is also where some of my copper went. And there we go. Oh, lovely. Oh, I don't. Well, it has to go, like, in the bottom, in the middle, and you can only have 1 per casing. So, it looks like I am just short in terms of cable, so I'll make a little bit more very quickly. I say very quickly, I can't remember the recipe. I did have some electrum. But where did all my diamonds go? I think I was asking this earlier. I actually don't know where they've gone. I had about 20 as well. So... aha! Silly diamonds in the wrong chest. Right, there we go. There's all the cable. And it will not explode. See, now, I don't actually know how much EU I need for this, but if you click on recipes, and we want titanium, so 128,000 EU. So first of all, I'll get my titanium dust. I think I only need 2 of it. Titanium. I really can't see what colour everything is. Just this. That chest is so loud. Right, that goes in there, and it will slowly start to ingotize. I really need to turn this on, as that's going to start sapping my EU very quickly. Now notice when I had it in my inventory, it actually said maximum input 128 EU/P. That means per packet. So I haven't quite got the concept of ticks and packets down. I know what a tick is. It's just like there are 20 ticks in 1 second. It's like how often Minecraft actually physically checks for things. It's kind of the smallest division of time that can exist in Minecraft, and that's how much is produced per tick. But there's also a packet. So these geothermal generators with lava in, they're all producing 20 EU per tick. So what that means is there are 6 packets of 20 EU coming out there every second and going into this. So it has a maximum input of 128 EU per packet. So I could have a lot more of these geothermal generators and go over 128, and this would still be able to manage it because it won't overload it at once with 1 packet. So just to make you aware of that as well, just to make everything slightly more complicated. And look at that. It's coping with the EU absolutely fine. Although later on I will upgrade these very slightly, and I should just about be able to match the rate of power that I'm using up. I'll turn that off and it'll carry on geothermaling for just a bit. Okay, you can't actually see the lava building up at the moment, but seems the sprites do actually work for them. Hooray! Woohoo! Titanium ingots! As I talked about last episode, these are for my quarry. Notice my inventory sorts every time I press Y. Well designed. It's a flip turn of gears, which I made earlier. Diamond requires gold, requires iron, so that's already quite a bit of resourcery. Right. Diamond. Oh, is that diamond dust? I've got plenty of diamond dust. So I need to make a mining drill with 5 steel. Is that an electric circuit? And a battery. Once again, I'll nip over to here off camera. In mining drill. Oh yeah. Some sneaky people will notice that I have 6 copper nuggets because Greycat and Rob have been doing lots of Thorncraft, and you can, can't think of the word, transmute metals into other metals. So I gave him some iron, he gave me some copper nuggets, because I was in dire need of copper. Although that wasn't just now. So, diamond drill is advanced circuit there. Drill, I might need to charge that actually. And then there's 2 titanium ingots, which I think I just put in here. Because, yeah, between little snippets of video, my inventory can get quite messy, so I do like sneakily put things in chests just to stop myself getting clogged up. So, oh right, I've got it. Okay, I think you can actually make an advanced mining drill, and like this thing can be used as an electrically charged thing to dig stuff quite quickly, but it uses up a lot of EU or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out one day. But for now, diamond, 3 iron like this, I believe, 2 gears, and possibly an advanced circuit. Ooh. And that has given me a quarry. So I now have the power to dig really big holes in people's bases that I don't like. Haha, no. Of course I wouldn't do that. So, in order to get this quarry to dig as big as I want, I need to make some things called landmarks, which is redstone torch plus lapis. And it's by default, if you plonk a quarry down, it will go, right, I'm going to dig a 16 by 16 hole right in front of it, For some reason the kind of border lines actually just disappeared there, and you can pickaxe it fine, but if you want to go any bigger than that, you have to use the landmarks and like place them in a few corners of the square until the computer goes, okay, right, I know where they want to dig now, and then you right click, put the quarry by it, and off it will go. So here on the Pterabyte server we've all kind of been choosing new places to put our base. Rob found a meadow biome 1,000 blocks over one yonder or another, and it's a very pretty biome in terms of the grass colour and landscape. It's nice and flat and empty, and I was really annoyed because that was the kind of place I wanted to build, but luckily I found another one just by heading in random directions, which caused the server a ton of lag, and very far over here I now have my own meadow, which isn't quite as big, but I think it will suffice, whatever. Yeah, I suppose in the past I've always kind of I've always overthought like where I could put my base, but eventually I've just thought, you know, your Minecraft world is exactly how you make it, so you don't really need to worry where you start building, because when you finish building, like, you will have created something completely by yourself, and hopefully it will be like everything you want, and it will be awesome. But I do like big empty biomes like this just because they offer like freedom of creativity, because there's hardly anything here. So my render distance is on short, but hopefully you can see this is a nice big open area, although it is kind of surrounded by a few little hilly biome type things. And to start with, I would say this is pretty much in the centre. I am going to need to dig a massive... I need to dig the outline of the 64x64 hole that my base is going to be in. So I'll do that off camera and check how long this episode is getting, and then we will need to figure out a way of actually powering this thing, because it is going to take a long time to dig a 64x64 hole. I can't even work out how big that number is. It's a lot of blocks. Oh hi, I'm back at my base now, because, ooh no, Windows update, no, okay, crisis averted. Because I'm probably going to use lava to power the quarry, because it's the only real good source of power that I really have. I thought you used to be able to use redstone engines on it, but we tried that a few weeks ago or something, and it didn't seem to actually work. But redstone engines are far too slow anyway. We definitely need a better source of power. So, okay, I've got a bunch of invar, so this was no problem. I also need some lava to power it. I think I will take 2 buckets per engine. Like carrying lava all the way over there to fill up the magmatic engines is really not a very good way to go. But this is only just a temporary thing, so I can get the quarry started. So, gonna fill those up. Lovely jubbly. Greg was actually just on the server a second ago, and he was in the Twilight Forest, and I was getting a lot of lag, and then the server basically just stopped working, and Greg's not here anymore. But speaking of the Twilight Forest, the other night me and Greg did explore it, and Greg found a really massive tower called a Dark Tower, and I got some footage, but no commentary because it was late at night, so I didn't want to disturb anyone. So I might do a little post commentary over that, as in, ooh, scary, ooh, flipping weather. Yeah, so I might like play them back in real player one by one and comment over them. See how that goes. I have no idea if the timing will be difficult, but God, it's damn snowy. So I'm back at my new meadow, and if we just pop down here, whoa. Oh, wow. My frames per second just go really far down when there's lightning. I've now built it's a 64x64-ish hole. Oh, I don't actually have the quarry. I think I put it in my little chest. I couldn't really do the maths very well on it. It's just because like if you stand at 0, 0 and you go to 64, 64, you've actually kind of made a 65 by 65 hole, because you've got 0 and then the numbers 1 to 64. So I think I miscounted, but I think let's get rid of this guy. I should be able to go and get this quarry going. Oh, I need the landmarks as well, which I also put up here. I just put it up here just in case a creeper came up, because I had some important things in it. Don't need toadstool or fire shards. Right, where am I going? One of the corners was my main reference point. So I kind of started from the middle and then went 32 in each direction. Whoa. Right, I thought meadows would be like really nice weather, but apparently not. I think it was this corner here. Yes, 510 minus 410. So, I'm going to place my first landmark. Boop. They like sticking to walls even if you put them on the floor. I don't really understand. And now I need to run all the way over to here. I think you will need 4 landmarks to actually like properly define the cuboid that you want to dig out. Right, now this might be too far, so if I right click, it will not join up with that landmark over there because that's too far. But there we go. So it's a good thing I went slightly too far, just to make sure I am digging the biggest possible square as I can. Now if I go over here and do the same thing, either it will just join up to that one or it will form a cube. But no, that's too far. Okay, that's good. This is 400, 500, yeah, I think that's 64 by 64 hole, although I do need to actually give it a little bit of height as well, because this is like the base of the quarry. For some reason it needs to like dig a few blocks upward as well. I don't really understand that. If I right click on that, sometimes they can be difficult to right click on, but I think that is now enough for the quarry to go off. I think you need to place the quarry by a landmark. I will just dig out a little bit of space here. Hopefully. Yeah! There we go. It covers 25 chunks apparently. That's quite a lot. Now, okay, so 64 by 64. But let's say by 60 hole. Well, that's 245,000 and a bit blocks. So, what I'm actually going to need to do is put quite a few chests or barrels and things going off this. Or the items, because the items will just pop out the top of the quarry and that would cause quite a bit of server lag. So I will go and get those. Okay everyone, there's been a slight change of plan. I'm back at my base. I was going to get some stuff, but the quarry setup requires a few new interesting blocks and I don't really want to gloss over them quickly at the end of the video. So I'm going to end this video right here, and next episode we will look at the quarry in lots of detail. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time.